Let me ask you something honestly. How often do you say yes when you actually want to say no? You agree to things you don't have energy for. You stay quiet when something bothers you. You explain yourself too much. You feel guilty for wanting space. And later, you feel drained, resentful, invisible, frustrated with yourself. Most people think this happens because they're too nice, too emotional, too weak. But psychology tells a very different story. The inability to set boundaries is not kindness. It's a nervous system safety strategy. In this chapter, we're going to explore why saying no feels dangerous, where people-pleasing comes from, what boundaries really are psychologically, and how assertiveness works without aggression or guilt. Welcome back to MindShift. Most people misunderstand boundaries. They think boundaries are rules for other people, control walls, punishment. Psychologically, boundaries are none of those. Boundaries are information. They communicate what you're available for, what you're not, what feels safe, what doesn't. Healthy boundaries are not about changing others. They're about owning your limits. Saying no doesn't feel hard because of the word. It feels hard because of what your nervous system predicts will happen next. Many people learned early that disagreement led to conflict. Saying no led to rejection. Expressing needs led to punishment or withdrawal. So the nervous system learned compliance equals safety. Now, as an adult, your body reacts to boundary setting as if danger is coming, even when it's not. That reaction is not weakness, it's conditioning. People-pleasing is often praised as kindness, but psychologically, it's often fear-based self-abandonment. It looks like over-explaining, apologizing excessively, avoiding conflict at all costs, prioritizing others' comfort over your own. The goal is not connection. The goal is safety. People-pleasing says, if everyone is okay with me, I'll be okay. But the cost is internal resentment and exhaustion. When boundaries are missing, resentment builds, emotional burnout increases. Self-respect erodes, relationships become unbalanced. People without boundaries often feel used, taken for granted, invisible. Not because others are bad, but because limits were never communicated. Unspoken boundaries don't protect you. They confuse others. Many people avoid assertiveness because they fear becoming rude, mean, aggressive, unlikable. But assertiveness is none of those. Assertiveness is clear, calm self-expression without apology or attack. Aggression says, you're wrong. Passivity says, I don't matter. Assertiveness says, this is where I stand. No drama, no justification, no hostility. Guilt after setting boundaries doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means you did something unfamiliar. Guilt often appears when you stop self-abandoning, you disappoint someone, you choose yourself. The nervous system mistakes unfamiliar behavior for danger. Guilt is not a moral signal, it's a conditioning signal. Contrary to fear, boundaries don't ruin healthy relationships, they clarify them. Healthy people respect limits, adjust behavior. Don't punish honesty. Unhealthy dynamics rely on blurred boundaries. Boundaries reveal who can meet you where you are and who benefited from you having none. You don't start with big confrontations. You start small. Examples: saying, "Let me think about it." Not responding immediately. Declining without explaining. Naming a preference calmly. Boundaries grow through tolerated discomfort, not force. Your nervous system learns, I can survive this. That's how capacity builds. Try this simple structure. I'm not available for activities. I'm comfortable with activities. I need antibiotics right now. No apology, no justification, no over-explaining. Notice, body sensations, fear, guilt stay present. That presence retrains safety. People with boundaries feel calmer, more grounded, less resentful, more self-respecting. They don't control others. They control their participation. Boundaries are not walls. They're doors you choose how to open. You don't need to become harsh to protect yourself. You need to become clear. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about staying connected without losing yourself. Assertiveness is not confidence. It's self-respect in action. If this chapter resonated, it means you're ready to stop disappearing in relationships. Welcome back to MindShift. If this conversation helped you rethink boundaries and assertiveness, subscribe for psychology-based insights that build strength without aggression.